If porn logic applied in the real world, what would be the biggest downside? Every home appliance would be unsafe. Because you could get hopelessly stuck in them. The amount of gifts I would need to buy for my seemingly endless legion of stepsisters. Having to blow the pizza guy every time you order pizza. Knowing my luck, I'd be the one actor in every porno who doesn't have sex. Every sexual encounter would be the same. Girl blows guy. Guy goes down on girl. Missionary. Doggy. Cowgirl. Missionary. And then girl kneels on the floor for 10 minutes while waiting for the guy to jack off on her face. Edit. Yes, I understand this is a specific shitty genre and that there's a lot better out there. I'm glad for it. Don't take this too seriously. It's just playing off a trope. You wouldn't be able to actually talk to a teacher after class. I can't leave my housewife home alone. Especially when hunky plumbers and gardeners are due for a visit. I work in a nursing home. There is a huge downside right there. You can't get a job because every interview ends with fucking. Then life would be faster because we always skip the story. Having your stepmother interrupt everything for sex would get a bit repetitive. There'd be so much incest and cheating. Every time the UPS delivery guy, plumber, or gardener comes to the door, you gotta fuck them. You would get very bored of sex. Even porn stars hate going to work sometimes. Washing machines would be death traps. I would never be able to get a plumber. For fear of them fucking my wife. There would be little to no emotional intimacy during sex. Everyone talking about their wives getting fucked by the delivery guy. But what about him? THST would be an exhausting day. Every single house you would have to do the same routine. Sigh, got a big package for you here. Oh, I meant the cardboard box in my hand, but this works too. Blowjob commences. And these are normal houses. Not everyone inside is a porn star, mind you. You're gonna deliver to all genres of porn. Chicks. Dudes. Old dudes. Old chicks. Children. Hell, even a dog might open the door. Sounds awful. Forgetting my password to my online accounts and games. And having to blow some dude to get back in. All those lemon stealing whores. If porn logic applied in real life, the smell would be horrendous. My pool would never get clean and my pizza guy lied about the extra sausage on my pizza. Everyone, male and female, gets banged after shoplifting. The ending, since everything turns to complete darkness in a void. My genitals would be perpetually blurred and I pretty much don't exist in Western straight relationships. Lemon stealing whores. https://yahoo. BU5 me407x4. Post-nut clarity would make a lot more people and situations unbearable. That I still wouldn't pick up on anyone's hints. That skit where the dude gets stuck and step bro comes home. I'd have to buy new pants to fit this oversized package. You'd almost never get to put it all the way in. Yep. Really. Most professional porn doesn't have full insertion because it obstructs shooting angles. The amount of constant inconveniences. Doing laundry. Get stuck. Car won't work. Have to fuck someone for a ride. Plumbing needs fixed. You guessed it. You don't have any money to pay for it, but there is a way to get it covered. Not to mention the amount of people always after your wife. Someone trying to fuck me instead of helping me get unstuck. Also, getting stuck in places it's impossible to be stuck in. You have to have a low-paying job to get banged. Step siblings. Plumbers would never get any work done. At least you'd know you're getting laid if you walk into the room and hear music. I don't think I would ever trust any doctors if I had an actual medical emergency. Sucking my dick isn't helping my pancreatitis. We wouldn't refer to 18-year-olds as of legal age. Instead we would call them barely legal. The constant sex. Like sure it is fun. But after a while you need a break, but it never happens and chaffing becomes an issue. Not being able to get aroused. You hardly see anyone over the age of 40 in mainstream porn. Because everyone else is dead. I am Asian. I don't want my junk in pixels. Probably at some point incest would be common. Since everyone just fucks anyone they want. My friend's mom's not that hot. I being generous. I mean not at all. Few people would use condoms and STDs would become the next pandemic. Plumbers. Mechanics and taxi drivers would all be broke. Can't pay bills with pussy. The chafing. Definitely the chafing. Laundry day for any step anything. Very little studying would actually get done in study hall. And I'd never be able to trust two women being alone in a locker room. Nothing would ever get fixed. You have a broken appliance? The repairman never got around to fixing it. The pool needs cleaning? Nope. Your slutty girlfriend wore the poor guy out. Life would be a mess. Nothing would work. Except for maybe your cars. It seems that they fix them. And then the girlfriend can't pay. So. With respect to cars. You'd save a lot of money with repairs. My hotel room would never get cleaned cause the cleaning maid's always getting banged. Women people of color would literally never be respected and would be always treated as degraded stereotypes. I'd have to explain to girls why my sex routine lasts 32 seconds including the hugging and saying I am sorry parts. You would never get your cable fixed. You can't have any black friends over if your mom's nearby. No more homegrown lemons. For an asexual person. It'd be pretty much a nightmare. Especially if I got stuck somewhere. My pizzas would get here after 30 minutes with no chance of a discount. Not being able to make lemonade due to the lemon stealing whores. Your toilet would still be plugged. But you'd be plugged too. I don't see how reproduction is gonna happen when everyone pulls out and wanks for what's supposed to be the best part. I have a feeling that I'd be involved in a lot of gay sex. I'm not gay. And don't watch gay porn. But I realize that there is probably a fuck ton of it. And I'm sure plenty of it has to do with having sex with straight guys. Pizza will always be cold before you get to eat it. Incest and rape would be prevalent. Everyone would be each other's father, mother, daughter or son. Probably would suck. Having to fuck your beat friends. Actually. Probably the large amount of STDs. We would all die from contaminated water as none of the leaky pipes would ever actually get fixed. Contaminants would pollute the water supply. And in the time it would take to be triaged by the sexy nurse and then examined by the doctor, the infection would overwhelm us one by one. This question is loaded. Getting remarried would never happen if you had kids. Fear eventually gonna fuck each other. Of age of course. Overpopulation. The poor yoga pants. In all seriousness? If all people are horny and want sex all the time. Crossing boundaries like father, daughter, step bro etc. With all that she says no but she means yes bullshit rate logic thrown in there. Fuck that world. You'd never be able to get any goddamn service work done. Because the plumber you called to fix your leaking pipes is too busy napping after banging 2 of his last 5 calls because they spilled water on themselves and just had to instantly remove all their clothing as a result. My pizza is nowhere to be found because the delivery driver's last delivery was to a woman who didn't actually have any money but thought of another way to pay the bill. The lawn's unmowed because the gardener is railing the guy's wife next door. I could go on. But you get the gist. Food cleanliness standards would go down the drain. The fucking smell. Everywhere would stink so much everyone's coming and sweating everywhere. It's gonna smell so horribly. You're also gonna have to deal with possible exhaustion from all that fucking. At a certain point it's just gonna hurt. It won't be fun for anyone. Your genitals will just ache when you climax, it's just gonna hurt. Penis will shoot dust and vaginas will bleed. This is the reconning. This is the end of the human race, slow, monotonous and full of long suffering. No one ever paying for their pizza. Free bus rides and getting pulled over by cops is fun now. Delivery drivers would have no money whatsoever. Would be a lot of inbreeding going on. Not being a tall bald guy working 10 jobs. Sweet home Alabama won't be confined to Alabama anymore. R.I.P. my asshole. I guess. Can't invite your muscular black friends over when your GF is around anymore. Delivering pizza would be pretty cool at first, but I reckon it would quickly become exhausting. If you are doing an action that involves at least one other person, you're gonna fuck instead. Doing laundry would take forever with all the people casually stuck in the washer dryers. The sink never gets fixed. Having to fuck every pizza delivery man. School would smell a lot different. Setting up an adequate security system in my backyard to defend my lemon tree from the lemon stealing whores. If you have a plumbing problem, it's nearly impossible to get it fixed. Since the plumbers keep having sex with everyone whose plumbing problem they fix. Meaning they take more time per client and thus can help less clients per day. Combined with the shortage of plumbers that already exists, it would make it nearly impossible to get one to actually come to your house and fix your plumbing. I just want my pizza. You'd become unable to hold a beverage and you would accidentally spill it on any unsuspecting person, forcing them to remove their clothes. Expecting a surprise while being randomly stuck in random situations. Never get stuck anywhere. Having to drop whatever it is you're doing when other people decide to get it on in shared spaces because porn logic. People would get stuck in washing machines all the time and I would never get clean clothes because I would just have to fuck them loose. I don't want to fuck my mom or my sisters. Hell, any of my blood relatives. Having an army of bastard children. You got a raise. But first,